Hey Taurus, welcome to your October reading. I hope all is well. Um, Before we jump into it, I'm going to be doing a spread, a 7 card spread, and it is how to manifest your best self. It's a 7 card, 7 position, 7 card spread. Um, yeah, and it will just basically take us through your current state, what your blockages are, what you've overcome, your new energy, and the steps that you can take to become your best self. So, yeah, before we get off into all of that, could you please like, share, subscribe, and comment? Also, if you want a more personal reading, please um, hit me up, and all the information is in the description box below. Yeah, subscribe to my Instagram channel, Instagram, which is Empress Vibrant. So, yeah, and yeah. Without any further ado, let's get on into your reading, Taurus. So, the first position is your current state. So, what is Taurus's current state? So, remember to take these messages as they resonate. It may not resonate with everybody. Take what does and leave what doesn't. Okay. So, we have the Four of Cups. So, for some of you, you're feeling like what you're being offered isn't enough. For some of you, you're like waiting for something better to come in. Maybe the things that people are offering are not things that you want. And you're just not trying to accept less than you deserve. You know how much effort you put in, how much work you put in for the things that you want. And maybe what is coming towards you doesn't look right. You're like, is that what I get for all of my energy or what I've been putting in? I've got that kind of vibe. So for some of you, this is about not accepting less than you deserve. This is not wanting to take what is on offer. Okay. And maybe for some of you, the offer, very funny energy. Because in one hand, I get the energy of maybe you don't want to take this particular offer because of who's offering it, or the offer seems not big enough. And I think that's kind of where you're at. You're trying to make sure you surround yourself with the people, places, and things that represent or um, mirror how you see yourself. And currently, some of the things that you've been offered, or some of the cups that you've been offered, like, now I've either passed that stage or it's not fulfilling me anymore. Yeah, so you guys are trying to get that sweet feeling. You don't want to be feeling like, no, another thing that I have to do on my own, or this is another scenario where I can't get what I want out of this situation. But it looks like some of you are actually taking action to do things on your own and get stuff done. You ain't waiting for nobody. And I love that energy. So, what is the block? Yeah, so what blockages? So, the block is temperance. Temperance talks about the balance, balancing your emotions, balancing the light and the dark. There's going to be a time where it's necessary to let people know what time it is, and there's a time to be peaceable. So it's all about tempering that anger, tempering that the lack mentality. It's even tempering some of these offers that are coming in. Maybe they're not as flaky or as not as tangible as you think, but maybe an energy that you're feeling or an emotion that you're feeling is making it so you're not able to see the whole picture. You see what this person's got here, look, the sun and the moon, the balance, the light and the dark. And that's the understanding of the balance that is necessary. not allowing the darkness or the sadness or the heartbreak to make you so dense, so much so that you cannot even see when a good thing is coming up, because you're so used to maybe this person or these people or this place not fulfilling you. So be mindful that you're not pigeonholing yourself into a specific way of seeing things that is more narrow in its perception. To be very mindful of that and try not to fly off the handle. Do not hurt nobody. Please keep your hands to yourself. Don't fling out no negative things that you don't wish to come and lick you back in your forehead. Okay, Taurus. So so there's a need for balancing. So I think like the blockage is maybe not being able to balance the emotions. Maybe there's a lot of suppressing going on. Maybe you're not expressing where you're at and how you feel at this time. And maybe that is why there's a block. You're not expressing, you're not showing what it is that you want, you're not saying it. So maybe that's why there's a blockage. Or yeah, for some of you, this is you're not saying anything, you're just letting things slide like everything is cool, and that is causing a lot of blockage because that's not the true energy. It's suppressing. And then for some of you, you're just going off the handle, you're just wiling, doing the most. So for some of you, if you're not able to hold your composure, if you're not able to manage your anger, then this could be a reason why things are not flowing, why there is a blockage in some of your relationships, or a blockage in the process moving further along. Okay. So position 3, we have what has been overcome. So we've got the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles, when we're looking at in this position, what have you overcome? So for some of you, you've overcome the need to penny pinch, being too frugal. For some of you, this is not taking on opportunities because you don't wish to spend any more money. For some of you, this is holding on to the coin like it's not going to come back, and that's not really beneficial. So maybe some of you are getting over the fact that there's no need for you to hold on to your pentacles for dear life. What is going to happen is going to happen, and what is yours will always be yours, unless you take yourself out of alignment with what you're supposed to have. Um, and realistically, even if it takes a longer time, what is meant to be yours will be yours regardless. Sometimes it's our thoughts, our actions, and our intentions that either halt a situation from getting to the desired outcome, or can speed it up if you're in the right alignment, if you understand that everything's meant to happen and that everything will happen in divine time, and then there's less fear of having to hold on and hoard people, places, and things. Okay. Right, and also similarly, for those who are just spending out of control, yeah, maybe you've overcome that need to fill a gap or a void with buying things. Okay, maybe it's supposed to self-soothe, maybe it's because of all of this emotions, maybe some of you are doing too much retail therapy. Right, okay. So let's go in, going over, so let's just have a quick recap of what the current state is. So the current state is the Four of Cups, not wanting to accept less than you deserve, looking at all your offers, saying to yourself you don't feel like it's enough, it's not giving you what you need. Yeah, you're not feeling like these offers are about it, whether this is relationships, whether these are situations to do with working with people. I know this is cups and we're talking about emotions, but I also feel like this is and how you feel towards a situation. Okay, so you just feel like, I don't know if this is the full thing. Like, is this what I signed up for? It's a very, very funny little energy. And then we have what is the blockage? Temperance. So the need to balance your emotions and not fly off the handle, and similarly not to suppress how you feel. Because for some of you, the suppression is what is blocking your emotional well-being. And for some of you, the flying off the handle and carrying on with the most is meaning that for some of you, you're blocking your own, some of your behaviors is blocking the progression. Maybe some people don't want to work with you because of your energy, because of your moodiness, because of your sense of maybe a dark energy, might come off as ungrateful for some of you. Um, Yeah. And then we have what has been overcome. That's the Four of Pentacles. So this is about saving, hoarding, maybe possible overspending. Okay. So what is the new energy? So position 4, what new energy are you coming into? What is going on in and around this energy that is around you? No, the new energy. We've got Five of Wands. Five of Wands is competition. Look at this picture. Not one of them are helping each other to get to the goal, which it looks like is to get out. Everybody is stepping over each other to be seen instead of working with each other to get out of this, I don't know where they seem to be. There's rocks and this person's they're trying to get to this energy, this good place. You see that? They're trying to touch this energy. It looks like fire. I'm like, they might try to touch fire. But none of them are working together. Maybe the new energy means that you might need to be a little bit more, have a little bit more, spice, a little more pep in your step when you're dealing with your competitors, when we're dealing with other people within your industry. How are you setting yourself out differently? How are you making the clear distinction between your service and another service? Instead of having to be the competition having to be a cutthroat, dirty one, it also can be one that competition can fuel you to look at other ways that you can boost your own business or boost your own performance within whatever space it is, whether it's your own business or whether it is within a working environment. So maybe this competition is whatever it is that you actually need that will propel you to stand up and be counted. Sometimes we have an issue with fading in the background, or those who are the popular people, or those who are very vocal. Sometimes we just allow those people to just be vocal without actually saying, oh, I actually have something to add. Yeah, so sometimes the competition is a good thing because it shows you what it is that you want, but the whole point of it is not for it to become spun on its head where now it becomes a cutthroat situation. I'm going to throw you under the bus to get my spot, or I'm going to take your spot. I think I can do this job better, or I feel like I'll be a better candidate for this person, people, places, and things. And that's when that competition becomes unhealthy, because that is an energy, that is a mindset like there's not enough. Like dog eat dog, there's no need for it. There's enough for everyone to get. You just need to be able to be at some point assertive in your approach. So maybe this competition is showing that you might need to be a bit more assertive. However, be mindful that you're not becoming so competitive that you're becoming nasty. Okay, be very mindful of that. So the fifth position is the first step that you can do towards becoming the best you. And we have another earth card here. We have the Hermit. So maybe what it is that maybe once you start figuring out what you're being offered, work out exactly how you feel about it, manage how you feel about it, manage how you are going to approach the situation, how you're going to spend your pentacles, who you're going to invest it, where you're going to invest it, whether or not this is all about just holding space for something moving forward, because this is something you've overcome. So if you was overspending, then you're have thought about it a lot more now. And if you are penny pinching, then you've overcome that idea that if you just keep it sitting there, at least it's safe. when realistically money should circulate, it should be invested, and it should be spent and so yeah, just circulated. Like, it should be circulated so it circulates back to you. Okay, so there's definitely some movement happening. Like I said, this competition. Yeah, once you've decided what's happening, or once you have outlined, I'm not happy with what I'm being offered, I feel vexed about it, I've got to save money, I've got to be on point. You know, maybe this was the first energy, the nerves around having to save money, how I'm going to get by. And then you've got all this competition. This could be other colleagues. This could be the competition that you're having with somebody else. Maybe you're the person who's in direct competition with somebody else. Or maybe you are the recipient of this and you're just like, you know, and you're like, I don't know what they're in competition with me for, because I'm not in no competition with them. But however, some of this competition will give you the spark that you need to stand up for yourself, or to stand up and be seen. Okay. Or show you other avenues on how you can grow your own business by looking at the competition instead of necessarily kicking them out. Let's learn from each other. That's what sometimes the competition allows you to find other avenues in yourself. Right. So with this hermit now, I feel like because the current state is like, I'm not really too keen on what I've got, taking some time out on your own in this hermit mode will help you decide what you're going to do moving forward. So I feel like with all the emotions that's going on, or the suppressing of the emotions that is going on, maybe you spending some time on your own, really taking some time to look at yourself, weigh up your pros and cons, see things for what they truly are. This will be the time in which everything should be able to come clear, when you're able to step back and take some time for yourself. And sometimes a little isolation, or being further away from people, or taking that time for yourself, quiet, you know, having a quiet space, um, being still, in order to really allow yourself to trust in your own intuition, not always looking for other people's approval or their opinions on a situation. Okay, so maybe some time to go within will support you moving forward, which makes a lot of sense, because at times you just need to regroup. So maybe soon you're coming into an energy where maybe all this competition makes you just go, I have no time for this. I need to work out what I'm doing, and I'm stepping back from all of this ish, you know, that type of energy. So the second step that you can take towards moving forward or being your best version of yourself is the Justice card. When justice comes up, it lets us know that there's a need for balance. If you are balanced and impartial with the situations that come up, you're less likely to be in this state, because you're balanced and your view is balanced. You understand that what you give out is what you get back. What intentions do you have? Is your heart light? Is your vibration heavy? Because you basically, this justice is the weighing up of what you will be receiving based on what you are putting out. So for some of you, seeking this particular justice, seeking balance, getting what you truly deserve, seeking balance, like I said, for some of you, like, this is off. This ain't what I'm supposed to be getting. And this here is the balance. Seeing things from a clear perspective. Things that are meant to be sorted out will be sorted out. And if it's calling for you to be the person to exact this justice and set things in the right motion, then go on ahead and do that, Taurus. You have that right when it comes to your own development. Yeah, you can decide how you want to spend your time, your energy, who with, you know, what on. Is it helping your mental health? Is it helping your sense of well-being? Is what you're doing balancing your view of the world? And is there a balance from your spiritual and your physical? Okay. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I like that a lot. So some competition can make you want to go within yourself, really work out what you want to do, so that you can make the necessary um, take the necessary actions to get what it is that you deserve, so that it's a just situation. And then last but not least, we have the seventh position, which is best self. So what does the best self look like to you? So two cards came out. The first one is the Nine of Swords. So for me, it lets me know that when you're able to get past your fears and anxieties and your fears and your anxieties, it will mean that you're able to sleep better at night. For some of you, this is insomnia and you're up at silly o'clock, not being able to unwind, or this is long amounts of time worrying over what the future will look like. If you step away from this Nine of Swords energy and you understand that it's okay to feel, it's okay to have emotions, it's okay to feel out of sync, it's okay to have that anxiety, depression, feeling outside of yourself, it's okay. But what is necessary is to find the balance in it, to understand what's truly going on. Yeah. And then we have the Ten of Cups. And your best self looks like collaborating, coming together with friends and family, going on holidays, smiling, enjoying yourself, you know, living your best version of your life that you can see for yourself. And that's what's in store for you, Taurus, especially once you decide that, nah, that's not for me. Talk your truth or calm your energy. Overspending has been put down because you understand what it is that you're putting towards. And maybe you stop penny pinching and you decided, look, I'm going to spend that money so I can have this fun. Chill with my people, then go on holiday, do things that are outside of the box. I absolutely love that energy. So Taurus, that has been your reading. For a more personal reading, all the information is in the description box below. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. Every time I get to that bit, give it a thumbs up if it resonated. If you've got a Taurus friend, send it over. Let them have a watch. If they're in it, tell them to subscribe. So yeah, it's lovely connecting with you today. Blessings. Take care, Taurus. Until next time.